Hi everybody, it's Vicki from the Eagle's Nest, and today is my second video on this journal. And when we left off, I had sewn in 2 signatures. Well, it was not laying right. It was kind of like this had too much. So I went ahead and I sewed in another signature because I felt it just needed it to kind of pull it together. So I put that one in, which you see I had the big gap there. And this is how it really should have been, but you know, this is the way it goes. So now I feel like it lays better. Kind of looks weird there, but I will probably cover that with something. Lace, a doily, whatever. So today I'm going to start on the embellishments. And I don't know about everyone else, but for me, this is very stressful. I can never decide what I want to put on this front page. Normally we lead off with a pocket here. That way we can tuck things in there that we might want to use but this first page I can never get it. So I'm just going to skip it and move on inside. So I'm going to probably start with a pocket here. I have cut out a bunch of the ephemera from Edith's site, and I did grab a few things of my own. I have a stash of stuff. I have this bingo card. That would be a cute little corner pocket. I think I will just go with that. So let me ink that. And that's going to go, sponge pad's just tearing up. That will go here. That will also kind of reinforce the page. And I may put some tabs as well, but this way it's reinforced a little bit. So, yes, we're doing that. So I'll get out the art glitter glue. And I'm going to do down this side. You want it not too thick, but not too thin. Whoops. There we go. And I'm just going to put it not all the way to the edge. Just leave a little bit. And I try to smush it that way. And down. And that way you have a corner tuck right there. Okay, let me just cover the glue. Oh, brother. This is the worst. Can't see that hole. Okay. Now, I may, at some point, go through here and do some stenciling. But I'm going to put some decorations up first. So if we have a corner tuck there, I'm just going to move on. This is an envelope. So let me glue the bottom of that shut. And then maybe I'll cover that. Make it to the edge. Okay. Well, I'll just leave that. Oh, what to cover that with? Oh, of course I don't have anything right handy. So let me show you this third signature I did have. I went ahead and used a magazine page. So this is cute. I'm going to leave that the way it is. It's very informative. But this side, who wants to see that? So I did print up this sheet of paper here. It's kind of a neutral journal, but I want to incorporate a little bit of color here and there. And I'm going to glue this right to that. This is from a DigiKit from Shabby Dabby Doodah. She's on Etsy. So I think what I'm going to do think I want to cut it first rather than try to cut it out. I really would like to cover that glue. Now I've lost the cap. There it is. If you leave it sit, it'll get hard in there. Okay, so get my pencil. I'm going to put it kind of as close. Or do I want to use the flower? I think I do. I think I'll go with the flowers. So I'm going to even it up here. And I'm going to cut there. And I'm going to go ahead and mark it down here because you just never know how square your pages are. You might think they're square, but not that this is going to matter. Probably could have tore this with the ruler, but all the other edges are cut. How did that work out? Right there. And where's my mark? We'll go with that. And look before I put that away. Yep, that's good there. Pencil. And let's push that all the way up. And mark this. Well, it's not very much. Just a little there. And a little there. Alrighty. Sometimes we just can't see those marks. Okay. This I'm just going to throw away. Sometimes we tend to keep these little things because you never know when you're doing a collage. But I've got so many papers, I have to start throwing away. Okay, so that's going to go right on there, which will help make that a little more stable. And I will use the Scotch Create glue stick. Because this one has the ability to slide it around a little more. Some of the others, once you put them down, they're kind of down. You never know, you might decide to move it at the last minute. Or it doesn't go down right. You know how that goes. You're aiming for the spot, but you're off a little bit. Okay, I like to get mine glued almost 100% if possible. Because if you miss spots, I can look on here and see spots. You might get bubbling on here. Which I guess if you're covering it up, you might not even notice it. Okay, let's aim for... Oh, that's pretty good. Yes, that was success. Alrighty. Okay, so now cover with glue. Got that. Then there's the other side of the sheet, but I did not pull a paper. And I may not want to use the same. Pain-free. I could. Well, why don't I? Why not? I am going to mark it. Well, I want the number, so I want that. Let's mark the top. There. The bottom here. And here. So, let's see how this goes. I only mark the one. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm doing this right here. Okay, get that. And I wanted a little off the top, so let's see. Well, if it's square, this should be good. Looks good. Looks good, or as we sometimes say, good enough. Okay. All right. Sometimes you have to say, well, I'll deal with it later if it's not quite how we wanted, but that looked pretty good to me. So I like to get my edges, particularly. And then I just like to get the middle, like all of it. Okay. Now, I'm trying to think about some other things I might want to be doing in here. Don't want to waste time. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Gotta watch my head. Pulling that over, up. Well, it went a little wonky there, but that's fine. I mean, we've got that cute little birdie on that side. Okay, now let's go back to where we were. Okay. Oh, I needed to cover that. This is heavy, so I may want to use a heavier piece of paper. Looking around, I see nothing. I don't know if I'd want to use that. That would be too. I was actually going to make a pocket or something. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to skip that because I have to think about it. Usually on these pages, I don't really do a lot. I think you could come along and put a flower, do a little something over that, but I like to leave the music. Okay, what's this? That would be a cute pocket. What do I have? I have this for a belly band. This was from a punch. I had punched out a bunch. I have a bunch somewhere. I just happened to find this one. But because of all these, I would rather put this on a piece of paper. Like maybe a coffee dyed. Just put it on. That's kind of dark though. Rather go a little lighter. That's cute. Let's do that. Let's just do it. So I'm gonna, that's not even square at all. Let me tear this. Sometimes tearing's easy. This won't fit in my small guillotine. I don't want to drag out the trimmer. So, if you just line it up on your grid, then you put this where you want it. I don't want it too wide, so let's push that in. How about there? So let's go. That would be good. 1, 2, a little, oh shoot. Always happens, I can't see down here. Okay. Line her up. I mean, we want it as straight as possible. It's, you know, no one's gonna come and call you out on it. Let's go right here. And just, I've had bad experiences ripping. I go to rip it and it just, you know, tears off. So this, we will just take that and go like that. That's good. Not saving it. Now, we're going to put this up here. This is going to go there. Pencil. I want to rip that like right there. Where is the right there? I'm hoping it was this. If not, there's more paper. Okie doke, perfect. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and ink this. I got this light down here and it's kind of blinding me. But I'm going to make the best of it and just get this inked by holding it towards the light. This paper, you can see, is very fragile. So I'm going to, oh, you know what? That might not be a good idea. If this was something I was gluing down like on the side, that's too fragile. I can't use that. But I'll save the piece so I can measure. Oh boy. You can use this. I can and I will. So, the first one doesn't work out. We just move ahead. I'm going to try to rip that off of there. So when you got the little end, it's best to grab the big end. All right. Sort of. We'll take that in a bit. So this, we're going to rip right about there. Right about there. That's good. Rip off these two. Okay, let's get this one. I noticed this was right at the right. And this side. And let's see what I can do with this. Okay. Put that over there for future use. I'm not going to worry about that. Or just going to ink it. That's the good thing about inking. You can cover up some of that white around things that you cut out and stuff. Kind of disguise it. Well, maybe not disguise it, but just kind of blend it in. Okay. Now, that, shoot, I didn't even measure that, did I? Gotta take it a little bit off. Let's just do it. Not the end of the world. Okay. Now I want to glue this onto here. So we'll just snip that off. Save that for something else. Ooh. Okay. Now this is going to be messy, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to use the glue stick. Just go lightly because it's going right through all those little holes. Just be prepared. That's all I can say. Prepare yourself. Okay, I'm going to get that out of here. And I'm going to put this right in the middle, or as close to the middle as I can get it, or what looks like the middle. Okay, there we go. And we'll just take this and glue it in. Call it done. Glue each end. Good enough. And I'm going to just put it like right there. There we go. There. And we have a nice belly band. Okay, I like to just kind of use different decorations throughout, not have, you know, too many pockets together, same old thing. I just like to think about decorating as I go. Some people, they just go one page right after the other. Not me. And then the middle. Oh my gosh, this is something else I agonize over. What do I put in the middle? I want something really cute. Okay, I need to do a pocket. Let's put one right here. I was going to do, let's see. Perfect. So I will do, could do a double. So let's cut that. Let me see. Oh, about there. So let's cut it about there. This is how I measure. I'm just guessing, because it doesn't matter. I'm making the double pocket here. Hopefully this is square. Yeah, that looks pretty square. Okay. And I'm going to make a thumb hole punch. I'm going to do it together so that they're the same. We're going to just look at it and eyeball and say, oh, that looks good. And there you got it. There we have a double pocket. So let's ink it. Some things you can just fly through here and do. And then other things you might agonize. Normally when I'm doing a journal, I just make the journal and then I start watching videos. And when I see something cute, I'll think, oh, I want to make that and put it in. And then I will. I don't just sit and make the whole journal all at once. I have like 3 journals sitting behind me that I'm working on. So we can glue that together. Then we can decorate it further. So I'm going to first glue this one on to that one. So let's just put the glue. This seems a little, that seemed very thin. Have a stream. Hope I'm in frame. There we go. Now, go for even. Looks good. Now here's a little trick. It doesn't matter for this one, but if you push in a little bit, it kind of makes that not so flat and you can get stuff in it. Like when you're doing it here, you might want to just push in just to make it easier to get stuff in. So I'm going to do that right now while we're rolling. All right. Just got to go a little slower. See how straight of lines I can make. Some people run this glue down here and it's so straight, it's ridiculous. Me, so I'm going to go not all the way to the bottom and not all the way to the end, but I want to be further from that, from the edge, and I'm just going to push just a little bit so that you can see that it gives it a little bit of a arch right there, so that when you start stuffing things in there, you're not struggling. Like this one's really tight, which is fine for here, but when you got this one. So we'll fill those later. Okay, I got that. Let's go towards the, well, here's something else where you can do a couple of things. You can either take and glue this here and here and have a tuck, or here, have a tuck there, or just glue something on there, like another page. Let me see. I don't happen to have anything ready for that. But you could just glue something on this side and leave a tuck there and have this page and then that page. I may do that down the road. I'm just not doing it today. Okay, here's another front page. I usually find something really cute to put on the fronts. Let me look at what I pulled out. I found this, it's like a paper clip that you can stick on. That would decorate a page just fine. If you put it on like this, and you've got that on that page, and you could put something in here. So I'm going to leave that there. I like it. It's staying. Okay. What do I have? I have some denim pockets. Cute. These I might put on a page. See, usually I sit down and I can't think of what I want to do. I'm agonizing. But once I start going, ideas can just start flowing. And I can come up with some stuff. Some really crazy stuff. So, let's see. What would be cute? Just that. How's that? We'll do this one here. Now, because these are small, I want to make this line as close as I can, especially on the sides. And I'm just going to put it like right there. Again, I push that way, and I push that way, and I kind of push in a smidge. Okay. Well, you get a little leakage, but you know, it'll come up. Okay, and then this one I'll just put right there. And I don't know what I put in there. What I was thinking was like flowers. How cute would that be? Of course, the flowers I have in my head aren't the kind of flowers that I actually have. Okay. I was thinking of a flower on a stem, like one little flower. Like if that had a stem on it, put that in there. I'm sure I can find one somewhere down the road. Okay, let me look at some of this stuff that we got. Okay, we've got tags. There's some little pockets right here, right here. Let's go back, see if I can. This is something like coffee dyed. I guess you can probably see I put doilies on top of that. Okay, this, let's see how good I am at folding this. I like to make the little pockets with the flaps because then you have more space, especially when they're small pockets. Okay, now let's try this one right there. My alternative to doing this was to use my this. Okay, where's the bone folder? Okay, so I'd like to press that down just a little bit. So there, we have that. What else did we have over here? We had these with no, can't remember what to call those. Okay, I have that and that. I know there were more of these. I just knew it. Well, it was last week or so when I cut them out. It's been a while. Okie doke. I was a little under the weather, so I haven't been doing anything for a week. And then you kind of forget everything. Our minds are just so fragile. Okie doke. So I will just take, this makes it easier to fold them, especially when they're little tiny flaps. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I keep bumping my head on the camera. Okay, there's that one. I'll just do these, then I'll figure out where I'm going to put them, because they will go somewhere. Okay. This, I saw someone else do this. Just take a Sharpie, a fine point Sharpie, and I made a line. You know, I followed the line so that I can, because when you go like this, you don't, you know, you don't know if you've got that lined up, and you might be starting on one and ending on another. So this was a great idea. Whoever did that first, and it wasn't me. I saw someone else had done it. So on these, okay, the inside go in first, and then this goes so that this can go all the way down. Because if you had it this way, you're going to get caught on that. So always the two inside go first, and then the other one goes. Okay, then there's this one. Let me pick up the pace here. Oh, I've been watching videos, and they seem like they're going really slow, but they get a lot done in just a half hour. Sometimes 45 minutes. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm taking forever. Okay. Let me just get this done. I'll bone folder it at the end when I'm ready to use it. Okay. There we go. And that. I think that was it for the ones with flaps. Always put your things together, or on this desk, that could be lost. It actually was once, but it turned up when I cleaned up a little bit. So, okay, I've got just this one. Am I sure? Am I sure I'm not missing one? Well, I don't see it, so. Okay. Then I've got these. Well, they don't have to all go together. This might be cute on the middle page. It's not that you have to match everything. You know, like doing, you know, matching corner tucks. But it's kind of cute. Kind of, sort of. Sometimes you just have to do it, and then the page will come together in the end when you start decorating and putting stuff in there. Might have been the perfect thing. Okie doke. I mean, this is going to be a while on this journal. Okay, I'm going to glue this in. Like I said, I may come along and do some stenciling. Maybe in the next video I can do some stenciling. Let's see. Am I going to do that? I think so. Let's look at it. Oh, just because it had that doesn't mean you had to glue that. You can still leave it so that when you tuck something in, you see it can. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it And let's get this and that. And put that one here. Okay. There. Got several pages done. Okie doke. Let me see. 35 minutes. I can go. Let's see. I will definitely have to come up with some things. Let's move into this one. What in the world is that? Let's see. What can I do here? Oh, I've got these two little bags. This one's going to have to be cut open. So you just take your scissors and you go right over the edge. And hope you got it all. And I did. Okay, so I will figure out something for that as well. Oh, this is cute. And this matches that, in my opinion. Especially after I do this. Now, how cute is that? Okay, so this is going to somehow go on this page. But I don't know in what capacity. I could make it a flower. I think I will. I think I will. I'm just going to glue it down right there. And hope I remember that that's what I was going to do. I'm going to come back one day and say, why is that there? What was I thinking? I don't write things down. Maybe I should, but I'm trying to rely on the old noggin. So that's just going to go right there. And I will come back somehow and make that a flower. Whether I cut out a stem and some leaves, whether I stamp it on there, I'll do something. That's what that will be. This is how you think things through. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I can just put some of these in there. There's that one. I think a taller one. I swear I pulled out a bunch of my own ephemera. Well, I pulled out some papers, I guess, over here. Something like that. I'd like a taller one for in there, but we can just kind of go like that. I do have this cute little side page. These are good for reinforcing pages. Like if you had a thin page, like the notebook paper and stuff, and you think it's weak, just glue that on the side. I mean, how cute is that? I love that there because of the blue. That, oh yes, that's going right there. How am I going to glue it? I'm going to use the glue stick. This is getting gross. Let me fold it down. Put this on it. I'm just going to glue it on because it was cute. It was just fitting. It was meant to be there. I'm not going to glue that. I don't think that's necessary. But I think I'll put a little bit of this on there. Just for extra strength. Okay, I'm just going to put it like about here. There we go. I mean, you could use these as little side tucks as well. But, you know, how many side tucks and pockets do you need? We can just glue things down. They don't all have to be a pocket or a tuck. There. Love that. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day and go work on something else. So, when we come back, I will continue with the embellishing. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.